Utah leads the nation in dental insurance reform with real laws, real change, and real leadership. And we're beginning a 10-week podcast campaign from My Practice, My Business, celebrating Utah's groundbreaking dental insurance reforms. Each episode will break down one piece of legislation or advocacy focus, explaining how these laws strengthen practices, protect patients, and hopefully inspire other states to follow Utah's lead. Thank you, Tennessee, Idaho, Washington, for following our lead and copying the laws that we have already done. We begin our podcast and YouTube broadcast right there.
Welcome, all of you fantastic dental podcast listeners, to the My Practice, My Business Dental Podcast Show, where we help dentists profit and thrive with excerpts from the clinical business of dentistry training here at My Practice, My Business. We'll be addressing and answering questions with current trends dentists and their teams face each and every day in their pursuit of this wonderful career we call dentistry. And now the host of our show, the clinical director and president at My Practice, My Business, Dr. Rob Thorup. Rob, you said it. Utah does lead the nation when it comes to dental insurance reform with real laws, real change, and real leadership.
And that's predominantly, honey, because of you and your hard work, working with representative and 80-hour-a-week job. You know, that's what it's been.
It's been taking quite a bit of time, but one has to ask, why are we not reading about Utah's dental insurance reform laws and dental publications? And why are other state dental insurance taking Utah's laws, copying them, and helping other memberships implement those laws in their dental practice?
It only benefits the dentists in those states. And congratulations again, Tennessee, for copying our House Bill 359 word for word. But Tracy and I have been asking the same question, and hopefully we'll be able to change the mindset of dental leaders more quickly so that dentists and the patients they serve can be more protected from third-party payers. And that seems to be the main problem. Mm-hmm. And the ADA may be silent, but Utah's voice is now becoming loud, and it's going to get louder. I've been investigating as to why the American Dental Association will celebrate minimal dental insurance reform wins with other state associations, oftentimes highlighting certain executive directors who Tracy and I have had interaction with, and I will state we have very little respect for because of the minimal to no advocacy that they gave their dentists. And my conclusion to the ADA's inaction has come down to this. I've tried to figure it out, and I think it all comes down to politics, because Utah will not bend the knee to support the minimum loss ratio legislation, nor will we support the dentist and dental hygienist compact legislation.
And I do think so. I think that's why the ADA won't acknowledge Utah's dental law accomplishments. My Practice, My Business's dental insurance reform laws have been a team approach, really, with support from our Utah Dental Association's executive director and a really amazing Utah state legislator.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. Leadership isn't a calling, it's an action. And Utah has great leaders, my wife Tracy being one of them. And I've already done a podcast on the minimum loss ratio law, and it's simply useless legislation when it comes to increasing dental practice net revenue. In fact, all they want to do is have transparency to show where funds are being spent. But that does not increase net revenue in a practice. And the insurance companies have already figured out a way around it, right?
That's exactly what I was going to say. The argument for dental insurance companies is really to be transparent with dollars spent on patient care. And it doesn't really have anything to do with increasing net revenue by procedure. This MLR legislation hasn't moved the needle for procedural profitability for really any dentist that I know of. And so for the compact legislation, it's just a bad idea too.
When I was a private investigator, I was licensed in Utah. I couldn't go running investigations in other states without a PI license from that state. And I could list a lot of other occupations with similar laws. So why would the compact be any different? It helps weed out bad investigators from other states. And just like dentistry, I mean, I'd like to think everybody's super ethical, but at least they should go through a process where they're vetted before they get a license in the state of Utah.
Well, and I look at this and ask myself, well, what does the MLR and the compact legislation really have to do with insurance reform? And does it have tangible benefits to the average third-party participating dentist in the U.S.? I don't think so.
That's a really good point. Really not a damn thing. And the ADA and state dental associations wonder why membership is dropping like a lead balloon.
Utah has quietly become the model for dental insurance reform in America. While national associations skip over our victories, Rob and I here at My Practice, My Business have done the heavy lifting, along with the support of the UDA Executive Director, Dr. Val Radmal, and a true legislative leader, Representative Jim Dunnigan. We've been working hard to pass, write, and implement laws that protect both the patients and the providers. And it frustrates me that we've made multiple attempts to reach out to the American Dental Association to tell them of these victories, just to have it go and reach deaf ears.
Nothing. Crickets, literally. So over the next 10 weeks, My Practice, My Business will spotlight every major reform our state has achieved, from banning forced write-offs to extending filing deadlines and stopping hidden fees and so much more. Each law proves that when dentists stand together, change happens. When leaders actually lead, change happens. When effective leadership moves ineffective leaders out of the way, effective change unfolds.
I would agree 100%. And in Utah, dentists are finally having a major awakening. They've realized the negative effects of not being profitable due to third-party payers, alias dental insurance companies, and their constant push in forcing dentists then to only provide what we call LEPAT, least expensive professionally accepted treatment dental care.
This is exactly why the dental suppliers and labs have told us for years that dentists are racing to the bottom. Some things they'll buy the best stuff on, but most of the time they're trying to penny pinch and trying to squeeze out profitability by providing LEPAT services, even though MEPAT services, more expensive professionally accepted treatment, is available. So Utah dentists, they believe that dental care should be the patient's choice and not controlled by dental plan limitations that oftentimes places the providing dentist in those compromising choices that lead to medical malpractice oftentimes. So why do dental laws matter?
Because, number one, dentists get paid fairly for the care that they provide. Secondly,
wait a minute. What a concept. Okay.
patients keep the right to choose better treatment when it's available.
And shouldn't it be their choice?
Absolutely. We believe in autonomy with these patients.
So when we only put in the least expensive professionally accepted treatment and there's better implants, crowns, filling material, technology, medications, but we don't offer that because we don't know how to charge for it because we've been lied to on perceived insurance limitations.
I always teach that it's unethical to not offer treatment, better treatment, and give those options to patients when it's available.
Exactly.
And then lastly, insurance companies are finally held accountable.
In the state of Utah, they are, but I hate to say it, in other states, they are not.
In Utah, we didn't wait for permission.
We didn't.
We led because that's what effective leaders do. And the nation is watching.
I still laugh to this day when we started House Bill 359 and our executive director, Val, he's like, wait, Rob, Tracy, My Practice, My Business, Hootie Wuddy? What is this company? Who do these people think they are? What are they trying to do? And when he saw and finally got comfortable with the direction we were headed, we have had his support 100% all the way through all of the processes now that we've been doing in insurance reform legislation. And when you have an executive director that actually is an executive director and holds that role, then you can accomplish great things.
Well,
So
I'm thinking about the other associations that we've been involved with through their dentists in the state, and that sense of not knowing where to turn, because these doctors will go to their association saying change needs to happen and I want to be involved. And again, no response from those association leaders. And it's just disheartening. But for me, thinking of how we've been able to connect with our association and get that support from those people means a lot, because we've gotten a lot done as a result.
support from associations and dentists in other states. Is that what you're talking about?
It's been great.
Okay, but I'm also, you know me, I don't have a filter.
No.
And I am absolutely appalled at other states' executive directors that are being controlled by the good old boy network of other leadership that resides in the president-elect, and the dental board of each state. And they will not do the right thing for the people they represent. They allow the insurance companies to control them because of funding for state association conventions or funding for any other types of things that they do. And because of that, we don't want to push back against the third-party payers because they do so much for us. And that's why membership's dropping.
I was going to say, if I were a member dentist, and I think, and I believe, and I see that the associations are a little bit more comfortable with the dental insurance companies, I'm going to start questioning their motives. And on your point, why would I want to be an association member if I don't feel that I'm being fairly represented?
And why would dental boards from other states go after individual dentists who are actually billing out CDT codes for the services they provide per the contract, the insurance contract, and then they try to reprimand them from billing out codes because of perceived ideologies of free dentistry, which has existed for years and years. I won't say what state to the south of us that's doing that, but we're going to do a whole podcast and YouTube video on that too, because it's absolutely disgusting with what you and I have witnessed and seen.
I think that this is a really good preview, both visually and audio-wise, of what is to come with these podcasts, and some of the things that we're going to be talking about hopefully going to be very enlightening for future podcasts.
I hope you take and share these in the social media networking groups, share them with your friends from other states. Follow along with us each week and see how these laws are reshaping dentistry and how your practice can benefit today. If you have these laws, I want you to think about these laws and if you had them in your state. I'm grateful that we lived in the free state of Utah, where we actually passed laws that promote freedom to choose in dentistry instead of controlling mechanisms by third-party payers. So if you have effective leadership in your state dental associations, or you want to be an effective leader with your dental association yourself, call us. Tracy and I are here to help. We can guide you with passing dental laws and dental legislation in your own state. But more importantly, we can help dentists in your state understand and implement the laws that are already passed, especially like, how many states have non-covered laws, honey? 40?
I would say roughly 46.
Hardly anybody in most of the states even know how to implement non-covered service laws, and they allow the third-party payers to walk all over them. And the state associations do not defend their membership when the insurance companies force dentists to break state statute. Think that through.
I think it's one thing to pass a dental insurance reform law, but it's another thing to teach the dentists and their teams how to implement those laws into their respective dental practices.
Implementation is key. So I hope all of us today, if you're watching or listening, let's drop our egos. Let's be teachable. My goodness, I'm an old man and I just learned how to use a Soleil laser, and that was really rough, but I love that thing now. By working together and being teachable, by having effective dental associations and effective leadership within that association, recognizing real problems facing dentistry today. Fluoride's important. No, I see that in social networking groups, honey. Why are we talking about fluoride in states for the 50th time? That doesn't have anything to do with the practice of dentistry. No, it doesn't. It has to do with taking care of patients. When it comes to running your business, that's a big deal. But there isn't anything that we can't fix if we work together. To all of you wonderful, hardworking dentists and team members that are on the front lines and the patients you serve, let our journey begin.
Thank you for being with us today. Since 2006, My Practice, My Business has been teaching dentists and their teams business skills, dental insurance contractual protocols, and state laws governing how to profitably bill patients fairly for the need-based services they provide. What's more, we guarantee our training unlike other dental consulting companies in the industry. Simply stated, if you don't increase your net revenue, we don't get paid. We call it dental consulting the way it should be. We believe there has never been a more important time than now for dentists to experience and implement our key methods, knowledge, and business training within their dental practices. To learn more about our guaranteed, no-risk clinical business of dentistry training that is changing dental practices for the better, just go to our website, mypracticemybusiness.com, and surf our pages for additional information about our company and the services we provide. When you're ready, give us a call and get scheduled for the most profitable dental business training that you will ever experience. If you enjoyed our podcast, please leave us a 5-star review. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call us. Thank you again and have a fantastic day.